brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought when I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. I just move how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Obamba.
One of the most influential people in my life was my principal in elementary school. In Harlem, it's tough, by all means. As soon as you leave school at 3 o'clock, life hits you. She was the first to really have us believe in ourselves. We repeated a motto every.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. On the day that George Washington was born, 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side. So I try to treat people right. I grew up that way, and the NBA doesn't change it." Kevin, he's showing as much as he's talking about.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And it should be a good one tonight. The two teams in the playoff conversation.
This is where, Kevin, we see the talent is there on both sides. Also now, this is where coaching can make the difference, putting players in position to come out on top.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, O'Neal is out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Donovan Mitchell And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the two-guard position. And so off the tip, it's Utah. Here's O'Neal. Sinks the triple.
Give him a lot of credit. He's always looking to be aggressive on the offensive end.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Connects on the 17-footer.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
Yep, that one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. So it's Utah now. Here's Mitchell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
No good on the free throw.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Curry. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Simmons on the wing. 6 on the shot clock, and that one drops for him.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Mitchell, a three-pointer, no good. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Curry. Offline with his 3. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Gobert. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Mitchell. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 6.
And for Donovan, the 3 really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
Now here's Simmons. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Curry with a wide-open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
And so often that's what it comes down to. Who can convert when it matters most?
And here is Simmons following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
And the basket by Ingles.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
We've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP the start of the season.
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. A moment here now to see the numbers for him. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against Miami. Simmons finds Curry. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
And it's Mitchell missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
Pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And the first one drops.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
So he gets them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
On the wing, Green. Poked away. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. And the rejection by Embiid. And the basket by Ingles.
Making plays inside the arc. Joe Ingles' shot looks pure from any distance.
Down low. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now Utah, fast break. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. Over in the corner, Green for the three. Buries it from three-point range.
In rhythm, what a beautiful release by Danny Green. The catch and shoot, he has it to a science.
Drains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 14 points for the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Simmons. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Simmons. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Poke loose. Outside Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And for Philadelphia, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
For Utah, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. A different look for Utah. Favors comes in for O'Neal, and it's Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Philadelphia also making some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Green. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Rudy Gobert is second.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
The 76ers trail by 7. Stolen by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Philadelphia's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Pass to Embiid. Gobert with the block. Here's the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Now, here's Maxey. Simmons on the wing to end the run. He lays it in. Simmons got 11.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. terrific quarter for him.
Clarkson. Here's Gobert. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possession. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Ben Simmons. Here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Now here's Favors. It's good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Pass to Embiid. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Jazz. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Utah leading by 14. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
For Utah, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. The Jazz making a switch here. Oni's checked in. The 76ers trail by 17. The drive by Mitchell. And that one, good. Mitchell's got 31 points.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. They double him with Mitchell. Here's Maxey. And the 76ers get it back. The pass to Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Philadelphia's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Right wing. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Korkmaz, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Maxey, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. A 3-ball. Maxey, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Favors. Again, the Jazz score.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Mitchell. Embiid inside. 7 points in the game, and the layup's good off the glass.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
The 76ers trail by 20. Here's Maxey. And the 3 off target. The Jazz on offense. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Push, push, push the basketball and get out of his way. Donovan Mitchell, fantastic on the break.
Out to the wing. Here's Embiid. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Howard with the steal. Now Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Korkmaz passes to Milton. He's looking for Howard and finds him.
And Howard values shots from there. He makes these all the time, and the D has to get up in his face.
Here's Niang. And the rejection by Embiid. And now the 76ers on the break. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you, when Mitchell gets downhill, it's usually a bucket or a foul or both.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. And Mitchell drops them both. The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Maxey. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Oh, yeah, when a bigger guy like Favors runs down the court like that, it helps open up the offense.
Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Utah out in front, just dominating this one. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
They've got Favors, and it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Maxey. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Green left side. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got 6 points.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
The 76ers trail by 21. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Oni. And the Jazz, another three.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Curry on the wing. Pass to Howard. Over Favors. Here's Embiid. An easy 2 points on the layup. 15 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Hughes. Score of the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Pass to Embiid. To the paint. Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Rudy Gobert is second.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
And he can't get the first one.
And Howard may be the most physically imposing player in the game today. His strength still sets him apart.
No good on the second free throw. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. Reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Here's Oni. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Oni's got 5 points so far.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Here's Curry with the three. The 76ers with another miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the basket by Ingles.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
Bangs home the trifecta. Oni's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Utah.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Ingles. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Ingles. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Ben Simmons. The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what we're seeing lately from Ingles, he's a two-way threat, has the size, length, and instincts to affect both ends of the floor.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Howard, the pass to Harris. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Harris has got 5 points so far.
This is what happens when you put in the work. Tobias Harris is now a knockdown shooter from range.
And the basket by Ingles.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Howard dishes to Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the defender there a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
That's good from Harris.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
And Harris drops them both. Utah is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. And the basket by Ingles. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. That one, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Here's Ingles. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Gobert, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Hey, let's give Rudy Gobert some credit for putting in the work. He can now hit the mid-range jumper.
Simmons against Mitchell. Howard in the post. Gobert with the block.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And it's great to see Bogdanovich spreading the ball out. I mean, possesses good size, which allows him to see over defenders. I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's Utah's ball. Ingles, that's for two. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ingles has got 19 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Back to Simmons. Harris, right side. Count it. Harris has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Here's Mitchell. And Utah again with the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Howard, the pass to Harris. And too long on the shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Curry. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Mitchell finds Ingles. Over Curry. Ingles can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Back to Simmons. Outside, Green, just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. And now Utah, fast break. Ingles with the ball. Now Green defending. Wasted no time on that one. Ingles has got 21.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
The 76ers shooting at 51%. Really solid. There's Green with the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
The drive by Mitchell. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it. And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Harris against O'Neal. Harris passes to Maxey. Here's Milton. No good on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Clarkson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Oh, that was something else.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
On the wing, Milton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clarkson on the wing. For three. And Utah, another three.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. There's the three. They get it again. Embiid shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. Harrison's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. And Embiid drops them both. Jazz shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a good shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. On the wing, Harris, guarded by O'Neal. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Clarkson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Milton's shot is good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Jazz delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. During the draft process in 2013, some scouts called Rudy Gobert too mild-mannered. Kenny, you wouldn't know it watching him now, would you?
Not at all. But he did lack strength to be physical early on in his career, but his body has matured. He's more assertive. He's confident, and also, you know, he's a vocal leader. That's grown.
And you got to credit Coach Snyder for Gobert's development as an enforcer. The stifles power ability to intimidate sets the tone for this team.
Wow, for a guy who loves nicknames, how do you like the Stifle Tower?
Nice. I made it up. That's why I like it.
That's debatable. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. Outside for Simmons. 6 to shoot. Shoots. That's good from Harris on the assist by Simmons. Harris has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Philadelphia. The drive by Mitchell, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
There's the pass to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Over Gobert. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Passes it to Harris. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
We know he's an explosive guard with a scoring mentality, but he's making big plays for others.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Harris. And it's in there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
For Utah, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the Jazz making a change here. As Azubuike's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Count the basket. Embiid's got 23 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Mitchell. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That's good on the jump shot. Bogdanovich has got 6.
The jumper is wet. Bojan Bogdanovich, such a skilled shooter.
Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now it's up to 25 points for Joel Embiid. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's Mitchell missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Hits the three-point bomb. The 76ers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Utah calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Jazz, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
Right now for the Jazz, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
Gobert makes it off the glass. Gobert's got 6.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Simmons against Mitchell. Another shot, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 27 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
76ers ball.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Number 1 is Joel Embiid.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in.
Dwight Howard.
Here's Simmons. He's got 13. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Green gets it to go.
A streak shooter, Danny Green has been locked and loaded for a good portion of this game.
Here's Gobert. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Simmons. He kicks it to Embiid. It's stolen by Gobert. Shoots over Embiid, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
And if Gobert is raining in jumpers, then he'll really be scary.
Here's Simmons. Curry trying to break free. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The drive by Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 59 points.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
To the middle. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's Azubuike. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Udoka Azubuike. 2 shots.
Two shots.
He's off on the first. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. And it's Korkmaz in for Seth Curry. And he sinks the second. Simmons with it. He's got 15. They swipe it. And Azubuike kicks to Clarkson. Basket good. Clarkson's got 15 points.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
That's tipped. Howard draws the double. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Here's Simmons. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Milton kicks to Simmons. Korkmaz. Here's Milton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Milton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
That one goes. Count it. And here is Simmons. 17 points in the game. Passes it to Milton. Back to Simmons. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
Pass to Korkmaz. No one near him. Offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 29 in the game.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Embiid's got 31 points.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
And here are the 76ers now. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Pass to Milton. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The 17-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Clarkson's got 6 in the quarter.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Simmons with it. Favors picks him up. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Kicks it to Embiid. Here's Milton. Howard in the post. He's guarded by Favors. And the rejection by Favors. A shot by Milton, no good. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. No good there. Good D by Embiid. Bobbed up there for Howard. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Clarkson, and it falls over the rim and in. Clarkson's got 21.
Oh, crafty move right there. When you're giving up height like that, it's time to break out and use that fadeaway.
And there it is for him.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
The shot by Oni, no good. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The pass to Embiid. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, he had 1 three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And that one's good by Favors. The 76ers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And so the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Embiid. He's right around 29 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Utah calls timeout.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
cause they think I'm the one who been banned. I'm just focused on music. They say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hotter. I be rocking the show, boy. If I'm not up in the studio, I'm don't you know Polo G's gonna talk with the drill dealer? Yeah, I heard you got some of them still on it. So like how we watch we blast off. Try to throw us some. You made them fumble right now. You ain't getting that pass off. Been a block now. I'm taking my mask off. Like you race speed off in them foreigns and leave tire marks on the asphalt. It's gonna be on your. You like fun. Another day, a new chain or on this ice got me freezing on the floor.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Passes it to Embiid. He's off on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Favors. The shot misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Tries a three. O'Neal with the rebound. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Baseline try. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Thybulle. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Utah's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 5. Pass to Simmons. And it's blocked, and he gets it back. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jordan Clarkson, and it's Niang in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, this is what you're trying to do, put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Ferguson, the pass to Bradley. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Hughes. Clarkson trying to break free. And that one is off.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Got a piece of it. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz.
One shot.
We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th plus foul and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the sixth foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a third in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Inside, whoops, they pick off the pass. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Poirier grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
Here's Hughes, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Jazz, Elijah Hughes, taking 2 shots.
On the first.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Here's Morgan. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
To the middle. Here's Poirier.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Jazz shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harrison. That shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the left side wing. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Here's Harrison. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Maxey. Fires at the elbow. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Utah calls timeout. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
Jazz have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And yep, another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Maxey passes to Embiid. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Here's Bogdanovich. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
That was good defense for sure, but Bogdanovich is terrific at looking past the defense.
Down low, and Embiid throws it down.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And O'Neal gets it to go. 76ers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Pass to Harris. Embiid is at the elbow. Green breaking loose. And the dunk by Embiid.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Here's Mitchell. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The drive by Mitchell. Yep, that one goes in there. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Mitchell missing. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And the Jazz call time here. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Jake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. And the Jazz with possession here. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Embiid finds Green. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Can't lose sight of Bojan Bogdanovich. He's a threat to score in transition.
The 76ers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. The drive by Green. Count that one. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly. That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Took him no time at all on that one. Ingles has got 23.
Ingles continued to play stellar basketball tonight. Good ball handler. He's a good shooter. He's a tough cover.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introducing a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
no question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Good on both. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. This one for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's Harrison, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
And that one's good. Thibault.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Harrison. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by Milton, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that
play. Philadelphia's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Milton finds Bradley. Thibault on the wing. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes as leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
Harris outside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. And, Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure with Cheryl Miller.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Jazz, Jawan Morgan. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Bradley's checked in for the 76ers. Both shots good from the stripe. Philadelphia's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And here's Maxey. Right side Bradley. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Harrison. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Utah's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Fires from 18. And again, it's Utah. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Thibault. Hughes covering. Back to Thibault. Launches a three. And it's Oney with the rebound. The Jazz shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Knocked loose. And now, Philadelphia on the break. Here's Maxey. His three-pointers off the mark. The Jazz shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
The first one falls. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
And the pass to Maxey. Plenty of space. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And the Jazz call time here. They lead by 28. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game. Donovan Mitchell.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Here's Thibault, and that one is stuffed right through.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Offensive rebound, Poirier, and finally they hit one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's Morgan. Again, the Jazz score.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.